Hi everyone, Kevin here from Golf Guy Reviews, and I'm out on the course today over here at Worley Park, and I just thought I'd do a quick video because it's a question I see quite a lot, certainly from beginner golfers. Should I buy a GPS like the Golfbuddy W10 watch I've got here, or should I buy a rangefinder like I've got the Golfbuddy AIM V10 here? And so it's a really valid question, and you know, there's a lot of pros and cons to both. But I thought I'd do a quick video and talk it through my thoughts. And this is definitely more at a beginner, also at an intermediate golfer as well. You know, I'm a 19 handicap and I've definitely got a view on this one. If you're a pro golfer, or if you're really good, then you're probably just going to be using the rangefinder because it's going to give you the most accurate reading to where the pin specifically is on that day. But if you're a beginner golfer, even if you're an intermediate golfer, you know, I'm sorry, your ego might be taking a bit of a hit here, but I genuinely think actually that you might be better off with a GPS rather than a rangefinder. And the reason why I say that is because with a rangefinder, so we've got one here, if we take a quick look here on this par 3 first hole, this is 142 yards, okay? So it's nice and quick to find out the exact location of the pin, which is great. But I'm a 19 handicap, and I know 142 yards, for me, that could be a very, very strong 9-iron. It is downwind, so a 9-iron probably could get there. An 8-iron is probably where I'd normally try and use for hitting 142 yards. But again, it could be a Duff 7 as well. But even let's say if I take the 8-iron, an 8-iron 142 yards, I'm not that skilled at the moment in controlling my distances. So that 8-iron could easily go 135 yards. Definitely, I've even hit I've hit an 8-iron 160 yards before, probably creeping 165 downwind. So have I got the ability to control the distance? I've seen the number, it's 142 yards, I'm going to want to try and hit 142 yards. For me, I'd much rather actually use a GPS. Now I've got a few personally, and I'm testing the Golfbuddy watch here today. If you have a quick look at the watch, I don't know if we can see that there, this is telling me, you know, it's 143 to the front and it's 161 to the middle. Now, the disadvantage of using the GPS, as you can see here, is that they can be a few yards out. Now, that pin is right on the front today. So, to be fair, 142 yards is probably only a couple of yards on. It's a tough one. First hole, par 3. Thanks a lot, Worley Park. But what I'd say is, if I look at those numbers now, so I know I've got to hit 142 and 160, and anywhere between that, I'm going to get on the green. So, for me, that gives me a lot more confidence as I step up. It gives me a lot more confidence in my club selection and what I'm going to try and hit. So again, for me now, I know this is an 8-iron, and if I can land it on the green on a par 3, I'm going to be happy. That's going to be fine with me, certainly on the first hole as well. I'm going to be more than happy landing it on the green with a par 3. Whereas before, if I get the number, it just gets in my head and I want to go at the pin every time. If I know the pin's there, I want to go at the pin. Again, with GPSs as well, you get the advantage that it will give you hazards. So it's a lot easier on a GPS to go, right, how far is it to the front of the hazard? How far is it to the back of the hazard? How far is it to the dog leg? All those kind of things. With a rangefinder, you can do it. It's a little bit more tricky sometimes, a little bit more fiddly. So for me personally, I think for a beginner golfer and for intermediate golfers as well, I think there's a lot of advantages to actually going for a GPS unit. They can be quite cheap as well. You know, you can pick them up for anywhere between, you know, 100 to 200 pounds for a kind of mid-range one. And you're going to get a lot of features on the GPS unit. You can use your phone too, you know, you don't even have to spend money. You can use the free apps that are out there too. Sorry, it's just starting to rain, so we're going to wrap this up pretty quick. But I'll tell you what we're going to do, we're going to quickly hit a couple of shots now, just to kind of show. So, you know, as I said before there, on the GPS unit, we're saying 132 yards to the front, we're downwind, and it can go up to 160 and then I'll be off the back. So for me, I know that's an 8-iron. So let's give it a quick whack. Now, I caught that one a bit heavy, so it's come up just short. But to be honest, I'm actually well happy with that because that's the play. The pin's at the front, means I've got a nice chip on. It means I've got plenty of green to work with as well in case I fin it and it goes through the back. I'm probably still going to be at the back of the green. If I'd have looked at that club on a different day and know that I've got 142, I might have taken a 7-iron to be honest. And then if I hit that clean, I'm going miles through the back, so that's no good. It's just a little thought. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you prefer using a rangefinder? Have you found this video helpful? Look out, because I'm going to be doing some reviews as well. I'm going to be reviewing the rangefinder, I'm going to be reviewing the range of GPSs from Golfbuddy, and also I've got my own Garmin Approach G30 which I've reviewed before, so check out the video on that one. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, and we'll see you next time.